Welcome everyone to your chakra reading for March. Hope your friends are doing great out there. If your friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay guys, we're going to do this a little different this month. We are doing all 7 chakras to try to balance them. Okay, so let's see what's going on with you. It is talking about taking on some air energy that's surrounding you. Okay, so with this air energy, it's talking about being communicative and really being decisive about the situations around you to try to really get these chakras balanced, right? And really focus on the facts of the truth and calm communication and comprehending the points of views of others and promoting understanding from all sides. So the air energy, if it's becoming stale, then it doesn't really want to break up into the clarity that is really needed there for understanding a situation. I do feel like this situation that you are going through is more of you trying to reflect on situations using your psychic senses. If you're empaths, it's bringing all of this clarity together to get down to a bigger piece of the puzzle. And really, once you get your chakras, all moving really nice together and really balanced, it's really going to open up a lot of things for you, my friends. Okay, so going over here, we're talking about balance straight to the root chakra. The root base chakra is located between the hips and the bottom of the spine, where you sit down, of course, because that's where you're going to ground yourself to the earth, right? So always starting there, that's number one. Once you feel grounded and stable and your instincts are really going for what they really need, which is, just your basic instincts, of which all living creatures on this planet have, which is shelter, food, water, the essentials of life. The only difference that we have that no other creature on this planet has is the securities of money, right? Monetary gains. So without money, we can't really do anything, right? So that is actually put into our root chakra as a security measure. Okay, next one coming out, going straight to the sacral chakra, is the creativity. Creativity is needed because it is a part of the desire. Creating things, you are a co-creator. So creating the things that you need for your shelter, for your root chakra, for that balance, right? But really don't forget about the air energy, right? Because it's very communicative. The next is the solar plexus, talking about that inner strength you have within. Really breaking out of any kind of insecurities or anything that's holding you back, really bringing in that inner strength. So if you feel like there's anything that is kind of blocking the energy from moving, you're going to find that inner strength to be able to move, create, speak, know the truth, have the understanding. Actually, move these over a little bit. Okay. And your heart chakra is talking about having that forgiveness, having the compassion, forgiving yourself, forgiving others, showing all of this, communicating that forgiveness. Take it how it resonates. Everybody's story is a little different. It might be 2 in 1. So if you're holding any kind of regrets, doubts, beliefs, those are actually, you should forgive yourself for those things. If you feel like you kind of dropped the ball, and it kind of weighs on you that you made a mistake, just forgive yourself. There's no reason to hold that accountable towards yourself. We all make mistakes. It is a life of growth, learning. We can't hold everything accountable, for everything, because everybody has our own situations. And talking about that, okay, and talking about that communication that you're having within yourself through your throat chakra. So, making sure that you're keeping that communication within yourself and with others really open, so we can get down to the heart of the problems, the matters, and things of this nature. If you really want to communicate your creativity to get wherever it is you're trying to do, my friends, everybody's story is a little bit different, right? But you have to have that communication within your higher self, yourself, and to others, right? If you're just And that's a part of that air again, right? So communication is very good. So it's saying, please open up your, your throat chakra to communicate a little bit better. Whether it's listening to someone else, listening, to yourself, talking. And it's also about the creativity once again. So maybe you have to communicate some creativity to get the ball going, right? And having that psychic development, which is kind of crazy because we have it here is kind of like ESP. Most people don't have ESP, right? That's not, it's not one of the things, but the thing is knowing. It's about being in the knowing with the psychic development, knowing when the right time is to communicate things that need to be said, knowing that I need to listen to this, really opening up that psychic development. And it's like Spirit is saying right now, you're highly intuitive right at this moment. So it almost feels like the communication really with this card is about getting into the knowing, the clarity. Look at that air there. So I do feel like this month you are very highly intuitive. And it does feel like you might even be getting some kind of psychic download that you really need to pay attention to over here with the communication card. Make sure that you are aware of your dreams, of this download and this over awareness that is kind of coming towards you. Because it's kind of crazy, but I really do feel like a lot of you are getting some kind of psychic download, or, your intuition is really, really high, and you might be getting a lot of, I don't know, just a lot of psychic input is that kind of that intuition is popping open. So you might be getting a lot of discernment, right? Wanting a lot of discernment. So it's like, what kind of discernment do I need? And you might even want to be communicating with other people, about certain situations that maybe you're kind of picking up on. Could be signs that you're picking up on someone else. I don't know where this is coming from, but I do feel like someone knows that someone is sick. They have not communicated this with you, and you have not said nothing really to them, but you have this discernment for them. It is time to, kind of clear the air with them, because it just feels like your intuition is just kind of telling you they're hiding this. But yet you're in the knowing, and it's almost like that this is going on for a lot of you. And your crown chakra says once you know this, it'll actually bring in a lot more peace as well. So maybe you have to, for those of you who that resonates with, maybe you have to dig deep within your creativity to figure out how to ask this person, why they're, doing such a thing. Maybe, their inner strength is so big, but they don't want it to say anything about the situation. Maybe they're stubborn, right? Maybe they're stubborn. Okay. Let's get over here. But no matter what the situation is, the psychic development is really going to be a lot of and the communication is definitely going to be the biggest two keys here to this situation. I literally see that, because it's going to literally help you get the balance that you need to open that creativity. That way the intentions that are needed is really going to focus a lot on that inner strength. And if you do know that it is time intuitively to make the connection with someone, to forgive them, and just balance out the situation with this person, you will find the perfect timing. Okay, so clarifying on the situation over here. This is really going to help you move, my friends, and get balanced. Yeah. There is something disheartening going on within the situation, which is keeping you from being balanced. And I do believe it is the communication over here. And it's really blocking the creativity. It's like I can't really procreate. I can't really get to where I need to be, because I really feel really blocked. And if you're having a lot of sadness, then the sadness is definitely going to keep you imbalanced, my friends. It's really going to keep that down. If you're feeling like you're down and out within the root chakra area over here, you just cannot get up in your securities. It's weighing on you. So you're really going to have to communicate that within your higher self of how you're going to get that moving. Really redirect your focus. Okay. That's going to be the first one to the key of how you're going to do this, is redirecting the focus. I'm not going to tell you to not think negative, because throughout the research and the intuition that I have received within the last week, pretty much Spirit is saying stop saying pretty much don't think negative, because as soon as you say that, you're going to give all your focus to the negativity, because you're going to be so focused not thinking negative that it's going to actually backfire on you, and everything's going to come back negative. And it's really going to want to work its way through. So what you're going to do is you're going to redirect your energy, not telling yourself not to think about, not to think negative. You're going to redirect that energy into something else, right? So not trying to think negative is backfiring. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to match your behaviors with your intentions. Okay, don't let yesterday be in the thought of who you want to be today, right? Be passionate for the future by elevating yourself into the change. This will redirect and change the energy around you, and then it'll actually free you from that emotion that's holding you down, right? And then once you do that, you will start to feel better. So just start telling yourself, I am starting to feel better, because when you tell yourself, I am feeling better, thank you, universe, for allowing me to feel better, it brings that present, you know what I mean? It's bringing that future into the present. It becomes much quicker. Because if you keep telling yourself, I don't feel good, this person doesn't like me, however, I can't create anything, that's not helping you. It's keeping you in that emotion. The epiphany that I had when I had this vision through meditation was that it's all based on emotion. It's not really the thought, it's the emotion behind the situation. So the emotion is actually coming from the heart chakra, right? So it's not really the thought, it's the emotion that you're putting behind it. So you're going to redirect that. It will start balancing out the root chakra, and then bringing out the communication, and then bringing in the creativity. Then it's going to work on the intention. So then you're going, right? Okay, so going to the creativity. So we're going straight from the sacral chakra straight to the solar plexus, and then it's actually going to hit, which is crazy, you guys, but it's actually going to hit the third eye. So it's actually going to go boom, boom, boom. See, because the root chakra that you're working on with the throat chakra is already hitting the heart, right? Because you've already redirected. Sorry if that just made it sideways. But it's making it, it's going this way. It's kind of weird, but that's the way it's moving. So this way, when you start getting creative, your third eye starts opening to bring in that creativity. But remember, the throat chakra was already bringing the creativity in so that the sacral chakra can get to what it wants to just, have and desire. Then opening up the heart, because that's the heart's desire. Okay, so this is going to give you the leap of faith and the balance that you need. Because it's almost like, look, the Fool is doing kind of a balancing act over here, if you can tell, right? So it's actually kind of balancing itself out. So it's going to start balancing, and then you're going to start feeling more balanced. And the more that you keep doing this, the more you're going to feel like, look, now I can stand on this ball with one leg, right? Because now I don't need two legs to stand on in this case. And I don't need a walking stick either. Hey, because you're completely balanced. So you could say, I'm standing on both legs, but I'm so balanced. Look, I can walk across this tightrope with one leg, right? That's how balanced you are. So, and then this is going to bring in the prosperities, because Spirit is saying you already have the resources that are within. Use the resources that you have. Keep the heart chakra open to get to the intention. As you can see within this card, she is wearing all green for her heart chakra is open because she likes the simple pleasures in life. It's coming underneath the all-knowing crown chakra for the peace. She's a very peaceful woman, right? And not only that, she's holding on to all those yellow flowers for the intention. So she's saying, I'm at peace. I feel pleasure. I know what I'm getting. My heart chakra is open. And she is holding all the resources to get her intentions. So the resources that you have is the key that you have within yourself that your higher self already knows. We're all built with the resources within us to get through these things. It's just about how we focus and how we redirect energy. No, we have to redirect it. Make it more passionate. Redirect the energy to make more passion. Have the complete understanding. Once you get to the crown chakra and have the understanding of peace and bringing in the inner peace, once you have the forgiveness to yourself, Spirit even says, if you have forgiveness to forgive yourself for not balancing, for not doing the things you're supposed to be doing, for forgetting certain things, or allowing yourself to stay somewhere, so long, or for holding a grudge against someone else, however it is. Once we find that forgiveness inside, we get rid of all the luggage. Remember, let's just remember one thing. We live on a journey. As we as we keep going, we keep gathering all this baggage. We keep gathering all this energy that's not needed. We keep gathering all these things that we keep holding tight to, the suffering, the pain, all these things. It's a test. We're not supposed to be holding them forever, right? Or allowing us to hold on to these emotions so tight that it ends up making us kind of lose our path. Right? Because it's a learning situation. You're supposed to hold them for like a minute, understand them, then release them. Once you have the understanding of what just happened, do not return there, right? So this will actually allow you to make more passionate ideas. Creativity is coming from that. And take better action towards the situation and put you back on the same path of what you need to be on. And you're not holding on to any of that suffering and pain. And you can also make more better. If it's just all about making judgments and using that intuition to move, it's going to give you that understanding to get towards those dreams. Like I said, everybody's story is a little bit different. And being able to communicate that very well as well. Bringing in the 10 of Cups. Well, this is because it's going to bring in that success with the Wheel of Fortune. Why? Because the change and the sudden change that you're going to make is actually going to spring you forward into a different cycle. And not only is it going to be the different cycle of your life, getting you back where you need to be, it's also going to make you feel whole again and more stabilized, with the 4 being underneath the Wheel of Fortune. The 4 is the stability. The 4 is the root chakra, the stability of it all. Always just think of the 4 corners of the earth. That's why 4 is earth sign. So yeah, it's going to make you feel whole. It's going to make you feel like you're supposed to be exactly where you're supposed to be. Okay, so reflection on the psychic development is going to be the best thing for you. Really hermiting and really feeling, that you really need to get away for just a second so I can, gather my thoughts together, gather everything together so I can really pay attention over here about what's going on. This will give you the time to take the time out and rest and relax so that you can actually hear what you need to hear. If you're clairvoyant, see what you need to see. If it's just intuition, use that intuition to really figure things out and really get clear about the situation. And if you're an empath, it'll give you time to release. In fact, I'm getting ready to do an empathic video. It will be made for all signs. I will put it under everybody's sign about how to release, right? How to let go of that, how to block, from energy vampires. So you're not holding on to that too long, since we're talking about psychic development. Probably do that on St. Patrick's Day, which is the 17th, guys. I put it in the community page. Yeah, I use that. I seen it. I was like, ooh, I'm going to use that. Okay, guys. So let's see. Let's get one more and see what's going on. Last one. Beautiful reading. Getting clear about your goals. It's all about how you're shining. It's about you. This reading is all about you and how you're dealing with the outside world, how you're dealing with yourself. Maybe it's 2 in 1. It's about living the life passionately. It's about teaching yourself how to love and then spreading that love everywhere else so that you can be the shooting star, the shining star, and really raising the vibrations to really get those chakras oiled up and moving properly so that you can feel happy. You can have the inner peace. You can have, look at that, inner peace and good fortune, right? Because it was sitting on that piece with the Wheel of Fortune, right? Really bringing in that success and that wholeness of yourself, really bringing that beautiful, powerful 3 within me into that area. But remember, a lot of times too, we're also talking about that emotion, right? So we're actually kind of talking about the powerful 4 in a lot of ways when we're doing this, because Spirit says, hey, don't forget about that emotion, because the emotion is what's attached to all of the reasons why we get stuck in the past. Holding on to the emotion. And every time you talk about it, the mind kind of snapshots it into a picture, and then it gives you those emotions back. Okay, so it's the memories, all those things are built by emotion. So to be the shining star and to move forward, redirect the energy. It's all about the subconscious mind, right? Okay, guys, let's see what's going on over here. Give ourselves a moon card. Moon, moon, moon. Moon cards are always good. Good affirmations. Forgive. It's all about the forgiveness of this reading. And it could be just literally within yourself. A lot of times we, forget to forgive ourselves. Right? Man, it's one of those moments, like here's an example. Like, man, I really dropped the ball on that one. Maybe I can't get up because I keep focusing too much on negative. So I'm going to forgive myself because I just cannot believe that a lot of the problems that are going on is because my negative thinking or my wishy-washy thinking, or maybe I can't forgive myself because I did something bad, which we all do. And I'm just so sorry. I just can't believe, that I did that. So foolish of me. But did you ever really, but do you keep continuing to hold on to that, right? Man, I'm sorry I did that. I really messed that up. And you might even continue, for some of you, right? It's just an example. If it's not yours, throw it away. But you might even continue to ask for forgiveness from someone else. I've been here and done that, right? I'm so sorry, man. But what about myself? Now I need to forgive myself because that person's already forgiven me. Now I need to forgive myself so that I can let it go. Man, I forgive myself for doing that. Because we're so focused on them forgiving us that now we're causing this hole within ourselves, holding on to our own backpack because we feel so guilty. So this is where you're going to forgive yourself, get rid of that guilt, and move forward, right? And there's many, many things. And if you guys don't hold on to these, you might not be human. If you don't have any of these, you might not be human, okay? Because, I don't know. I don't know, man. You know, you might be alien or something. I don't know, because I even can look back in the past and say, you know, I pretty much already forgiven myself for everything, but there are still even times at night, you know, kind of other things pop up and you're like, man, I forgot to forgive myself for that. Dang it. Because now it won't go away. It's almost like my whole life I'm going to like have something else go, hey, you remember when you did that? Oh, crap, I forgot to forgive myself for that. I'm sorry. And then once it does, it goes away. I haven't had any for a while because I swear I must have made a mental breakdown the last psychic development that I had, the last enlightenment that I had waking up. You know how that is. You know how they pop those things up. You guys know what I'm talking about. Those of you who've been there. And those great awakenings that make you remember everything. And you're like, shh. So don't forget to forgive, okay? I'm not even going to read the card. You already know it. Use that beautiful full moon in Pisces to just allow yourself to illuminate. Remember that you're all beautiful people. And, you know, we all have problems. And that's a part of life, right? Okay, my friends. Until next time. Peace and love. Bye-bye.